A wild rumor about Roman Reigns has been making the rounds. Former WWE commentator Hugo Savinovich has now provided more details on the ongoing speculation regarding the OTC's contract situation. WWE under TKO appears to be revamping its roster, having decided not to renew the contracts of R-Truth, Valhalla, and Carlito. Roman Reigns, considered the highest-paid wrestler, has seemingly come under scrutiny due to his part-time status. While speaking on Lucha Libre Online, Spanish commentator Hugo Savinovich broke down Reigns' rumored $15 million salary. He doesn't believe the company will let him go, but stated that the original tribal chief won't be making big bucks anymore. Fans should take this report with a grain of salt, since there is no conclusive proof that supports the truth of Savinovich's claims. Seth Rollins assured fans on Raw this week that Roman Reigns is not coming back anytime soon. The visionary took out the OTC with the help of Braun Breaker, writing the Og bloodline member off television for the foreseeable future. Rollins has since found a strong footing on the Red brand and has secured a spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Will Reigns return to seek revenge against Rollins and his men? Fans must tune in to Money in the Bank this weekend to find out. Roman Reigns has been the face of WWE for several years now, dominating the company's main event scene and earning a reputation as one of the most valuable performers in sports entertainment. His historic Universal Championship reign, which spanned over 1,000 days, solidified his place as one of the biggest stars in WWE history. But now, reports suggest that Roman Reigns' lucrative contract with the company is undergoing major changes, with WWE's new corporate parent, TKO Group Holdings, allegedly involved in the renegotiation process. What does this mean for the future of Reigns and his position in WWE? Is this a sign of a shift in how WWE handles its top stars moving forward? Let's break it down. Roman Reigns. A monumental run in WWE. Roman Reigns, born Leotti Joseph Wwe, has been part of WWE since 2010, making his main roster debut in 2012 as a member of The Shield, alongside Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. Though initially positioned as a top heel, Reigns quickly became one of WWE's biggest babyfaces. However, despite his immense talent and physical presence, he struggled to gain the full support of the WWE Universe. His rise to the top was slow, filled with mixed reactions from fans, some of whom viewed his push as forced. However, everything changed in 2020 when Reigns returned after a brief hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In a shocking move, he turned heel by aligning himself with Paul Heyman and cementing his tribal chief persona. This reinvention of his character, coupled with his dominant in-ring performances, was a game changer. He became WWE's top star, headlining major events and holding the Universal Championship for over 3 years, a feat unseen in the modern era. With his dominating presence in WWE, Roman Reigns quickly became the company's highest-paid wrestler, reportedly earning $15 million annually. His matchups, including high-profile bouts with top stars like Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Edge, and others, have been central to WWE's success, both in terms of revenue and viewership. But now, with TKO Group Holdings taking control of WWE following its merger with UFC, there are rumors swirling that Roman Reigns' contract is being reevaluated. TKO Group Holdings and the changing landscape. In September 2023, WWE officially merged with UFC under the umbrella of TKO Group Holdings, a new parent company that combines the powerhouses of both sports organizations. The merger was designed to enhance the global appeal and reach of both brands, but it also brought with it changes in management, strategy, and even the financials that impact the talent. For years, WWE's structure operated independently, with Vince McMahon at the helm, making major decisions about talent contracts, storylines, and the company's direction. However, with TKO taking over, it's clear that the landscape in WWE is shifting. The wrestling world has been closely watching how TKO would handle major stars like Roman Reigns, and early reports suggest that Reigns' hefty $15 million per year salary might be up for renegotiation. Why is Roman Reigns' contract being renegotiated? The reasons for renegotiating Roman Reigns' contract appear to be multifaceted. WWE, under the direction of TKO, is likely seeking to create a more sustainable financial model for the company, especially with the cost of running events, paying talent, and producing programming increasing significantly. The WWE Universe, though massive, has also experienced a shifting dynamic with the rise of other wrestling promotions, most notably AEW, which has emerged as a formidable rival to WWE's dominance. This has prompted WWE to reconsider its financial priorities. Reigns' contract, which reportedly pays him $15 million per year, is said to be one of the highest in the industry, rivaling the likes of top sports figures. However, with TKO now in control, there is speculation that the company may need to recalibrate its spending to accommodate the merger's financial goals. A renegotiation of Roman Reigns' deal could help streamline WWE's payroll and avoid overcompensating a few stars while maintaining the company's financial health. Additionally, the fact that WWE has transitioned to a more globalized, digital-first model means that there may be a need for more flexibility in contracts and a shift away from the traditional pay-per-appearance structure. TKO's leadership might want to adapt WWE's pay system to the evolving landscape of sports entertainment, where revenue generation is increasingly reliant on streaming services, global broadcasting deals, and social media presence. This could lead to a reduction in guaranteed yearly payouts for certain superstars, with performance-based incentives replacing guaranteed salaries in some cases. Roman Reigns' financial impact on WWE. Roman Reigns' star power has been a driving force behind WWE's profitability in recent years. As the central figure in WWE's storytelling, his matches at major events like WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Royal Rumble have generated significant revenue, not only from ticket sales, but also from pay-per-view buys, merchandise sales, and TV deals. Reigns' merchandise is among the most popular in WWE, further cementing his role as the company's top earner. However, TKO's takeover of WWE could change how WWE approaches superstar salaries and contract structures. Historically, WWE has invested heavily in its top stars, but this model could be reevaluated in light of financial constraints and the changing landscape of sports entertainment. TKO Group Holdings may look to implement a new compensation system that better reflects the overall financial health of the company, with more reliance on long-term contracts and brand partnerships rather than massive, upfront guarantees. While Reigns' drawing power cannot be questioned, the company may opt to restructure his deal to allow for more flexibility in the long term, particularly if TKO wants to invest in other potential stars or initiatives within WWE. The shift towards digital platforms, including streaming services like Peacock, which holds WWE's streaming rights in the US, might also make it harder to justify the high salaries of a select few individuals, including Reigns. What could a renegotiation mean for Roman Reigns? If Roman Reigns' contract is indeed being renegotiated, it could mean several things for the WWE superstar. First, it's important to note that any renegotiation is unlikely to lead to Reigns being released or significantly reduced in importance to the company. WWE is aware of Reigns' role as the face of the promotion, and it's highly improbable that they would want to lose such a valuable asset. However, a new deal could potentially involve a reduction in guaranteed pay, replaced by incentives that align more closely with Reigns' performance, merchandise sales, and other revenue-generating metrics. Another possibility is that WWE could be seeking to extend Reigns' contract with more flexible terms, particularly if they intend to keep him as a central figure for the long haul. Given the uncertainty of the wrestling business in the years ahead and the changing landscape, WWE might be looking to lock Reigns into a deal that reflects both his importance to the company and the financial reality of the new TKO ownership. Moreover, WWE could be moving toward a more part-time deal for Reigns. Over the past few years, Reigns has worked fewer live events and appeared less frequently on weekly television, which has been a point of contention for some fans. A renegotiation might reflect a desire to give Reigns a schedule that allows for more flexibility in his commitments, while still maintaining his prominent role in the company's biggest storylines and events. How will this impact WWE fans? The most pressing question for WWE fans is how this renegotiation will affect their viewing experience. Roman Reigns has been the face of the company for several years now, and his presence in major storylines and matches has been a highlight for fans. If his contract is renegotiated, it's likely that WWE will continue to feature him prominently, but with an increased focus on balancing his appearances with the rest of the talent pool. Reigns' reduced in-ring presence could be a reality, but it would be compensated by his involvement in major storylines, building up new stars for the future, and making select appearances that continue to generate hype for the company's biggest events. WWE could focus on using Reigns in a way that maximizes his drawing power, while also developing other wrestlers who can eventually step into the spotlight.